This is Daciana's Den. I just want to go ahead and get some resin going. I'm going to be trying a new thing today. I haven't actually tried it yet, but I was actually really curious on how it works. So we're going to have a couple of different cups out for the resin. We're going to have a little bit of the sinker white in here. And then we're also going to be mixing in some color with it. So I'm going to be doing a couple different colors. So the color combos, that's the sinker white there. I'm going to be doing a blue, but it's going to be like a minty blue. I just have to try to find the correct one. Let's see. So aquamarine. Yeah, unfortunately this got knocked over, so now I've got to sort through all of them again. So magenta. Okay. Turquoise should close-ish. See if we need to darken it or lighten it or anything. And then I'm going to have an orange. Find the correct one I want to use. Here we go. Got an orange. We're going to have a purple, which we're going to need to darken or lighten as needed. So turquoise. And then... Alright. Green, purple. We're going to have orange and purple, and then we're going to also be doing another one with purple, which is going to be, let's see, got a green. There we go. Light blue. Oops. Alrighty, I think I've sort of picked through all my colors now and I'm ready to rock and roll. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and get my gloves on. Always need the gloves. I have to get them out of the container. And then I'm going to start pouring my resin. So the idea behind this resin is that it's something called the sinker white. So that's a little bit of more of a depth with that. And that's going to kind of help me do what we call the Petri effect, hopefully. So I'm going to just go ahead and get up a couple of different things of the clear for right now. I don't think I'll need a whole lot. Probably do about maybe start with a 2 and 2, and if I need to pour more out, I'll go ahead and pour more out. Because we're going to split them into the little cups. We're going to put the sinker white in first, so we're going to mix it all up in the sinker white. And then we're going to add the color to it. And then that color is going to have that sinker white in it. I may have poured too much in this. 1 second. Nope, that one looks good. But with the sinker white, it's going to create kind of like a lacing, almost agate-y effect. So if you've seen agates, it's kind of what I'm going for. They call it the Petri effect because it looks like a Petri dish when you actually have it under, and you're trying to see what is going to grow on a Petri dish. Alright, so I have this poured up, and I'm just going to go ahead and mix up some of the white, that sinker white in there. After I get that mixed up, I'm going to go ahead and put it through the debubbler, and then from there we will go ahead and pour them into, which the debubbler is the vacuum chamber. I'm going to pour them into the little cups, and then we're going to go ahead and mix them all up, and then we'll do the pour. So for the sinker white, I like to really shake it up. And let's see if this one is even an open one. It is. Excellent. Pour a bunch of that in there. See if I can't mix it all on up. Just this one. And we may need to use more of it. But for right now, this is what I've got, and then I have another bottle I can open. In fact, I think I have like 3 more bottles, so I just kind of wanted to start mixing it. Yeah, we're definitely going to need more of the white. I'm just going to cut that open. More of that in there. Alright, just mix it on up. So I'm just trying to get like kind of a little bit of a base white, and so that sinker white can kind of sneak through it. I saw a way to do this, and we're just kind of trying it. It's the best we can do. Alright, so I think I have enough in here. I'm just going to put it through the machine. So with that, it could get a little bit noisy. It shouldn't take too long. So we have that at least. It's up some pretty colors with it too. So our first one here, we're just going to do a little bit. Should be good. Gonna move them around as I fill them a little bit. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, you know, whatever it is. One more cup, and then we'll fill up some more, since I did make up plenty. My measurements ended up being 2 and 2. So like I'd mentioned before, we have the 1-to-1, and that means that we have 1 part A, 1 part B. So I did 2 and 2, 2 ounces each. My goal is just to get some color into this white, and then the sinker part should take over for the lacing effect. And we're going to be mixing a couple of colors for this one. That's why you're seeing all of these cups. Whoops, did a drip. I may have made up a bit too much, but that's okay. We'll fix it all up. Trying to make sure I'm over my mat at the very least, because I keep dripping. Alright, I may have to get an additional cup out, which I do have plenty of those at the very least. My gloved hands would actually, work. Okay, this should be the last of it into this one. Alright, so I'm going to set that off to the side. Start making up colors. So the first one I really want to concentrate on is going to be the purples, the blues, because I'm trying to make a very specific kind of one. We're going to see if we're going to achieve that. But I just need to mix a couple of ones. Let's see, this is the turquoise. We're going to just do a drop in there. And then a bit of black. I need a little bit more of another color too. Let's see. Try mixing in this color, see if we can't get more of a what I'm looking for. So I'm just trying to mix in the yellow, make it a little bit more minty, which isn't going to actually be quite achieved with this, I don't quite think. But it's going to be a pretty color regardless. Okay, let's mix that up and see what we've got. We may just end up having more of a black. Yeah, we ended up more of a greenish gray here. So we could add a little bit of something to it. Go ahead and try with a little bit more of the, actually that doesn't look terrible. We need it to be a little bit lighter though still. Not exactly what I was going for, but that is a good color. All right. And then, let's see. So I've got that one. We're going to do a green, like an actual dark green. And then just mix that on up. This one ended up more minty than the other one. That's okay though. Okay. Our next one is going to be the orange. I'm going to go ahead and toss some purple in too, because we're going to have to mix that one up. Let's see. Let's do... Or I might have enough just to do purple. We'll see. Huzzah! I think we do have enough. Just to make a plain old purple. And as I'm mixing these, I'm kind of just trying to alternate them, wipe it off, so that they're not mixing all of the colors together. Alright, there is our orange. Alright. Let's do our pink. And we also have a red. I'm just mixing it on up, getting all these colors ready. So there's our red. The red is at least close enough to the pink that we can just go ahead and combine those. Don't have to worry too much. Oh, that is a pretty color. I don't usually like pink, but that is a pretty pink. And the red does need to be mixed a little bit more. I can already see that. What I'm seeing is that it was separating with that white. And so that means we just need to mix it just a little bit more. There we go. We have one more color. So it's going to be our midnight blue. Oh, this one's not cut well enough. So let's just cut that real quick a little bit more. Perfect. And we're just gonna mix this last one up. Ooh, that is pretty. Okie-dokie. All right. I'm gonna change my gloves. Okay, just trying to think real quick about how the best way I want to approach this is. I may need to make up a little bit more resin, so I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, welcome back to Daciana's Den. Just gonna do the unmolding real quick. Just gonna try to just see how these are doing. Uh-oh. Some of them are still soft. I bet you they got too much alcohol in them. That's okay. We're just gonna leave those be. Oh no. Let's see. So we did get some of our marbling effect. So the Petri effect, which is nice. see it really well with that red. So we did well with that red and the pink. Here's some swirls with that blue and the green. Yeah, some of them Petri really well. Yeah, some of these came out awesome. So just gotta fix our ratios a bit. Other than that, I think they came out pretty decently. I actually really like them. Ooh, that one's pretty. I like these ones. Yeah, perfect. These ones, let's see, didn't get as much of the Petri effect, and some of them are still kind of a little squishy on the ends. This one has the swirls. Yeah, that one has the swirls I'm looking for. Alright, great learning experience, and I definitely will be doing more of those at some point. I think this one's my favorite. Alright, thanks guys!